Hey everyone, it's Lisa Bongean, and I'm here today with co-founder Audra Thompson of Hogs for Heroes. So thank you for joining me today.
Oh my God, it's my pleasure, and thank you all for letting me be here and chat with you again.
Yeah, we are so excited for this day because we are going to show you everything that we have for auction in the upcoming starting today and the upcoming week, and you all are going to help us raise a ton more money for Hogs for Heroes, because I know you will. I believe in you. We have a couple ways you can help, and we'll get to all of that. But so you have an exciting year coming up, don't you?
We do. And before I get into telling everybody a little bit about what we do for those who are brand new to our cause, let me just say thank you.
Aww, my pleasure.
You all have worked your rears off this past year plus to put this into place for us.
Yeah.
And it is stunning, absolutely stunning to us to think we have quilters across the nation doing good for us and learning about us and helping us
Quilters are amazing.
Support our veterans. They are amazing. I'm the girl who can truly barely sew a button on, so I am willing to pay people good money for beautiful art like this. But I have just gained such an appreciation for that work and those big hearts behind it.
Yeah, well, I think when you have something to really make a difference at, and we're doing what we love. Don't get me wrong. We're not doing, crap work. We're sewing, and we love every minute of what we're doing. And when you can take that and help change someone's life, and we were just talking about, because I like to remind her about when I was at when I saw my first event where a bike was given to a vet. I mean, I was bawling my eyes out. You know what I mean? And I was just like shaking my head thinking, this is so awesome, but yet I'm thinking, what can I do? Because I was just so moved by it all and you were kind of saying, people come up to us and say things, and and I was just like, I'm going to do something.
I'm going to do something.
I have this red, white, and blue fabric line, and I think I can, cook up a few things and make shit happen. I know I'm not supposed to say that, but hey.
We're a little bit in the biker world and mentality right now still, so forgive us that. But, and it's always such an incredible thing when you use a passion to propel you forward, right?
Right.
And so whether your passion is in quilting or it's in riding or it's in supporting our veterans or all of the above, that's where the beautiful magic really begins to happen. Yeah.
And when you see these lives evolve and change, and I'm like, okay, so how is so and so doing, and how is you really, and this is not a cure, right?
No,
this is not a cure. What we're doing is not a cure, but it's an aid. It's you have a better way of saying perfectly what you do.
Yeah, so it's a tool. Yeah. And so why don't I just take that segue to let people who might be new to what we're doing here and who we're doing it for, let me just tell you a little bit about our nonprofit. So we are Hogs for Heroes, and we are a Wisconsin-only nonprofit. Not because we only care about Wisconsin, but because it's my husband and I who basically do this volunteer work on the side of jobs in life.
Which you do an awesome job.
Well, thank you. And truly, one state is all we can handle right now. And what we do is incredibly unique because we happen to be the only group in the nation who does specifically what we do. So here it is, folks. We raise money to buy Harley Davidsons for injured Wisconsin veteran riders. We're talking about men or women who have a passion and a love for riding, and in the course of service to our country have been injured or disabled. And they've returned home struggling physically, some of them, emotionally, and most of them psychologically. And for whatever reasons, as they're struggling through life, they find themselves in a position financially where they can't afford to have that bike in their life. That is a passion. And if you're not a rider, you might not quite understand it. But if quilting is your passion and you couldn't do it, or if fishing, Nick, on the wings, you couldn't do it, that's a hardship.
Right.
And that affects every part of your being and your outlook.
Your soul.
Down to your soul. It is down to your soul. Yeah. Motorcycle roots run deep.
They do.
So we work to help people heal a little bit differently by gifting them that Harley-Davidson motorcycle as a tool to help them find that peace and that freedom out on that road again, to find some pride and some joy, and equally important, to find that brotherhood.
Yes.
That support in the rider community,
I think, is the biggest.
Is massive.
Yes.
But particularly for these veterans, to find other veteran riders who understand what they went through. Try as I might or you might, we did not serve.
No.
And we will never fully understand it. But the very least we can do is try to understand and to learn where we can, and more importantly, to support and to make a difference where we can.
And do whatever we can, whatever it looks like.
So that's how we created this. We literally combined our two passions of supporting veterans and motorcycling to do something that was what I affectionately call like a duh to the forehead, because of course it made sense to us. So we started this out. We raised our first dollar in 2015, and we hoped we'd be successful enough to gift one bike a year. Well, last September, we wrapped up our 5th year of gifting bikes by putting our 22nd injured veteran
22
back out on the road.
Yes.
And let me tell you, folks, 22 is kind of an important number, because whether you know this hard fact or not, 22 veterans a day take their life in suicide. Mm-hmm. That's at a much higher rate than our general public. And I think if my quick crunching, that comes out to something like 1 veteran suicide every 65 minutes. Mm-hmm. That cannot be. That is a horrific number by any standards. But for those brave men and women who went out and willingly served and fought and protected our country so that we could live our cushy lifestyles back here, that's abhorrent. And I think we as a society, as a government, need to do more. So if our little efforts of handing over keys can save one more veteran life, then we're going to keep working to hand out more keys. And speaking of more keys, we last year broke a record for us by gifting 6 bikes in 2021. We're going to do 8 this year.
That's awesome.
That is huge for us.
I hope I can go to most of them.
Well, and one of those 8 is coming compliments of all of you massive hearts out there.
All the quilters.
When I tell people, we literally had people across the nation stitching for us. I mean, it's mind-boggling, right?
Yes.
And when you look at this piece, it is so gorgeous.
Yeah.
Absolutely gorgeous. So
it is.
I couldn't be more stunned. I couldn't be more honored, and I couldn't be more excited for all of this. It is really exciting. I know it.
I can't just wait to hear those rumblings of those bikes when it happens, and that that recipient gets it. I guess, like I said, my heart is already like, you know.
Yeah. That is the fun part of what we do, and the beautiful part, which I say this all the time, it was the gift to us that we never saw coming.
Right.
When we can literally see these struggling lives move forward.
And you've become part of their lives a lot.
Some of them, right?
Again, and you keep tabs on them like you're their children, right?
Yes.
You're like Mama Bear here, right?
I am very protective of our family that we've created, and privileged that they include Kevin, my husband, and I in their family.
And you'll meet Kevin one day.
You will. He does exist.
Yes. He will come on.
But it's a beautiful thing to watch them change.
Yes, blossom.
And their wives will repeatedly tell us our marriage is better.
Yeah.
And my husband is a different man today than he was a year ago because of that bike.
Right. And some women have gotten bikes too, right?
And some women have gotten bikes. But when their spouses and when the recipients themselves say to us, I would not be here today if it weren't for that bike.
Yeah.
You know you're doing something right.
Yep.
And it gets back to giving people an alternative therapy to help them find themselves and help them create their own successful path.
Right, and there's lots of cool charities out there for veterans.
There are.
And by all means, keep donating to them. But there is, to me, something special when you know that one person that your life, and they let you in. Sometimes they really let you in and they tell you their stories. And it's just something about that when you know for sure that, yes, I donated this, or I sewed for this, or I whatever, and you see that person at the end result of that, it really touches even deeper.
It does. And part of why we found ourselves creating a nonprofit was a little bit out of frustration, because we've all donated, we've all shared, and you have no idea sometimes where that money is going.
Right. Yeah.
And you have no
You're
idea
hoping it's going.
how much of that dollar is actually getting to the person you intend to help.
Now tell them how much of these dollars are going.
So literally 100% of whatever is given to us goes to buying another Harley Davidson for another injured veteran rider, period. Your donation buys nothing but bike.
You're not like writing off paying bills for your office or employees or any of that. Yep.
And part of that is our gift.
Yes.
Our way to support by covering our very minimal operating expenses. Right. And you've seen us in public.
Yes,
We're a low rent gig. We have nothing but a rickety old tent and a table with a tablecloth, and we set out, a bucket and talk to people. But that kind of power hits home.
Yep.
And it makes a difference. Absolutely life-changing. Mm-hmm. So 100% of what you have shared along the way. And where we're at today, like, literally takes my breath away.
Yeah, it's mind-blowing.
When you said you were going to do this, and I told her right before we went live, when she called me and told me about this, I was like, okay. I had no clue how powerful you guys were. And it is a beautiful thing you're doing. Yeah. So I thank you for that.
And I know it's different. I know it's weird, but hey, it's it is.
Everybody's got their different cup of tea, right?
Yep.
So it's good.
All right. So we kind of jumped right into everything, and I usually start off by doing some shop notes and stuff like that. But we're gonna get to all the auction items. But yeah, so
we got a few questions from
how
people.
Do you decide who gets a bike?
Yeah. Well, you know what? That's really cool, and that's actually very timely. Once we raise the money, we open up an application process. And through word of mouth and social media, we blast that news. Interested candidates, we'll call them, submit their application to us. It's not a process for the faint of heart, because it is an 11-page document with narrative questions.
You don't make it easy.
No. But what we try and do is make it therapeutic.
Right.
And there's great benefit, we believe, in writing down your story, in releasing those burdens, and in sharing what you go through. And so we do ask that of each applicant. Once we get all those applications, we pull together an advisory board, and it's an advisory board that is made up of veterans themselves, motorcycle enthusiasts, community leaders, and we tackle the hard job of reading through all those applications. And we had a record number of applications this year, which is perfect for giving a record number of bikes, but it made our job so incredibly hard, because we'd love to give everybody a bike. But we hear the need, and we can literally feel the pain as they write down those words.
Yeah, and you're probably crying as you're reading them.
We cry, we
laugh.
We listen to our veterans at the table reminisce and say, well, that's what this really means, and that's what this person was really doing. So we really get an inside scoop on things. But it's stunning how truly the level of need comes through. Mm-hmm. And so we make our decisions based on who do we think the gift of a Harley Davidson would most benefit right now in their life. And that's how we choose. And then we surprise them. And just last night, we surprised our first recipient of the year.
Cool.
What an incredible man and his wife. And I can't release too many details because it's all just starting to unfold. But so appreciative, so truly humble, sat there, I don't know how many times, saying, I'm not deserving. There are more deserving people than I. And I turned to him and I said, you know what? You and every other recipient have said that same thing. Mm-hmm. And it's for us to decide you are deserving. And it's for us to use the term hero, because that's what you are in our eyes, right? Yeah. None of them want to acknowledge that, but it's true.
And he's still in the line of service to the community.
He is. Yeah. He is still in the line of service. Yeah. Yeah.
So he really deserves
good details will come out about this man.
Yeah, we're not going to release anymore. I don't.
But this is where I'm going to throw in. If you want to know those kinds of things, go to Facebook and follow us, because we share every veteran recipient's story with you, because it gets back to a little bit of we want you to know exactly where your dollar is going and who it is benefiting and what it is buying. So we share their pictures of the bikes they pick out. We take them shopping and they pick out their bikes. We share their story with you. And we invite you to the gifting. Yeah. Now, I know a lot of you can't make that travel happen, but if you're in the area,
if you are,
join us at a gifting.
And sometimes, if we are there, for sure, we'll live stream ours. Wherever it takes place, we don't know where that will be, but we will live stream our gifting for sure on our YouTube channel for sure.
That will be a spectacular day.
Because you won't want to miss it. There's going to be a lot of stuff going on. It's going to be like a circus.
And I will tell you all this. There is nothing, and you can attest to this, there is nothing more powerful to understand our work than to literally be there at a gifting.
Exactly. Yep.
And it is an incredibly special thing.
Yep.
So, when we gift a set of keys, we always like to say we're not just handing over keys. This is not just a motorcycle. It's a life-changing tool.
Yep.
And we choose Harley Davidson not because we're motorcycle snobs, but there's a long experiential history of the military and Harley, but also it's a Wisconsin product. And we're a Wisconsin nonprofit, so boom, peanut butter and jelly, we work well together.
Yeah.
However, we are frequently asked, and this is one of the questions that popped up, does Harley help with this in any way?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And I will be honest and say we know we are on their radar. However, we have not reached out to Harley Davidson corporate, nor have they reached out to us. Mm-hmm. And that's a purposeful choice. We respect the heck out of their product and their clothing and their accessories and all of that other good stuff. But what we really want to avoid is the corporate red tape.
Yeah.
Because we are small, we keep things focused on our veteran, and we make decisions that are in the best interests of our veteran, period. Mm-hmm. We're not bound by money and standards of protocol and somebody telling us how to do. We do, however, and this is where it makes a big difference, work at the community level with the local dealerships. Yeah. So when we buy a bike, we go hopefully to the veteran's hometown dealership, and sometimes we have to travel a little bit to get there. And that is where they really come to play, and they fully embrace us. And every single one that we have worked with, and again, remember, 22 bikes has helped us stretch our dollars a little bit more for a little bit more.
So that's how they donate. They give you a super deal on the bike or extra accessories or stuff like that.
They do. And when we work locally, we establish that service relationship and another family that our recipient can feel comfortable going into.
Yes.
So it's great to start to be recognized when we go into dealerships, and people are so excited to do this with us. It is a big deal for a lot of these dealerships to participate in something like this.
Yeah, I would assume so, yes.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, to have, in my first gifting was at a Harley Davidson dealership right there on the floor. Yeah. It was amazing. Yep.
Yes, it was. And they're all different. It is hard for, when I think through our now 22, it is hard for every single one of them to get into a public setting like that, number one. Number two, to be the center of attention. Mm-hmm. And with all the emotion and the overwhelming gratitude they have, and they're still feeling like this is all surreal, like this can't be happening to me.
Pinch me, because I don't really believe it, but okay.
It's a hard emotional moment. And some of them can speak, and some of them just can't, and that's all right.
It's okay. Yeah, when they can't,
we get that.
You get it. Yeah. Awesome. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about some couple things before we show you the auction items that we're going to be auctioning off this week. So first and foremost, I just want to get this one thing out of the way because you know how I am. I like to tease you a little bit. But on Monday, I have this free block in Farmhouse Friends does a free block to all of its quilters, and I'm just going to give you a peek at mine because I can't really reveal it yet, but I'll just show you this much. Okay, so look for my block on Monday, free download. Yes, we will have kits and all that. I just want to remind you that you can go to Farmhouse Friends on Facebook right now and download the previous 10 or 9 blocks or whatever that is. But mine is showing on the 25th. So
that is unbelievably spectacular.
As a little reminder. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. That's fun. Okay, so then another thing that I want to talk about, because, I just can't stop, right? So one of the other things, I have this really cool idea, and you are going to help me pull it off, because I know together that we can do this, but I can't do it by myself. I need you. So, and I'm not going to tell you what it is yet, but you'll probably guess or figure it out. But, all right, so we all sewed this, and these were all free blocks, downloads. Well, I want to do one more download for you. So today at 2 o'clock-ish, we're going to post another download for another block that's not in the quilt. Here, Audra, you hold it up. So this is our bonus block. Now, what I want you to do is, find some scraps from if you made this quilt, or go dig in your fabric, find some red, white, and blue, and I want you to make this block, and I want you to send it to me. I don't care if you make 1, I don't care if you make 20. Send them to us. And we are going to do something super special with the star and the star blocks. That's the one we want. If this little 2-inch star scares the heebie-jeebies out of you, just leave it blank or do whatever you want in there. But if the star and a star is okay, by all means, just make that. But we thought this would be a special block to give you something else, to hopefully you'll help make a block for us.
And
Isn't that cool? All right, so there'll be that free download on my blog post at 2 o'clock.
Just amazing.
All right?
Just amazing.
Because I have lots of those red and white strips left over because I've made a few of those quilts. And I know that I think we're going to be able to pull off our goal if you find it in your heart, and I know you will, to donate for us. And, we're going to ask for more donations for all of our auction items. We do have t-shirts left. Audra forgot hers, but we hooked her up with another one.
Good thing I know.
Can you show them what it says on the back?
Yes, I would be honored.
All right,
to.
so turn.
All right, so front.
Yes, and then it says, "I stitched for a hero." Now we have not a ton of these left, but we have some of them. And Primitive Gatherings on the side.
Yes.
Isn't that cool?
But this is beautiful. And, to be able to claim that you did that.
Yeah, right.
And wear it. I feel like a poser, because I did not stitch for the hero. But
you did a lot of things that helped us stitchers make this happen. So even if you didn't stitch this, stitch one of these blocks and send it to us. Or you stitch some of these and use it for Quilt of Valor in your own local community as well, too. Use that however you want. Our Hogs for Heroes pattern is now on our website, too, for purchase. And again, we still keep donating money for our cause with that pattern. It's $25 for all the 20 blocks and the finishing. Whew, that's a lot. Right?
That is a lot.
Okay, so that is finally up there for sale to help us continue to raise money for that. We do have these bundles in case you don't have a lot of red, white, and blue fabric. The girls here keep cutting fat quarters so you can continue to make these red, white, and blue quilts with fabrics if you need them. If you don't have scraps, by all means, you do not have to use my fabrics. But the blocks, if we can get these blocks by June 1st, June 15th at the latest, we'd love them by June 1st because, we have to put them all together. We have to quilt them all. And we want to be able to
do something big.
Do something big
really
with them.
big.
Yeah, I don't want to spill it right now. I want to, let some people be surprised about it. But I do have something that I want to continue to do. to bless some more people with. Okay, so Jess, did I get everything with the previous stuff, and then we go into the auction items? We do have some giveaways. Is that what you're going to say to me? All right, you got a couple names for me?
You got one right there.
Oh. Linda Holland, you were the first one on our live broadcast, so guess what you get? Hot out of the box, just shipped from Moda, Starlight Gatherings. We've been waiting forever for these. So you want a charm pack.
Charm pack. That's cute.
Yeah, isn't that cool? So it's one of every fabric in the line.
Oh.
So a little sampling. All right, so let's give them a couple of them. Yeah, they're super special.
Wow.
But you could easily throw some reds in here and go to work, right? So Jeanette Withrow, you won one as well. And Diana Pakic. Sounds good to me. Thanks for coming on. We have a couple more. We have a couple more prizes yet, but we'll show them later. They'll get us some more names, and we'll just keep giving away stuff. Okay, so first thing about the auction. Did I miss anything? We ready for auction? Auction. Okay.
Live auction.
So the live auction starts today at 2 o'clock. And the first things that we are going to auction off are the 2 quilts. So Lori Thomas and Terry Schloss have made a quilt, the Hexies for Heroes, which was last year's piece. Oh my God, it's like huge.
Oh, you got a little wood friend.
Oh, okay. Well, anyway. It's like stuck behind there, and it weighs a ton.
And no one was hurt in the demolition of this.
So this is a nice big bed-sized quilt here. This is all hand-pieced. This is no sewing machine, except for when they put the layers together and did the quilting. But the ladies hand-stitched all these together.
Kudos, ladies.
Yes.
Holy cow.
So they are donating their time for
Beautiful.
making this beautiful quilt. I'll show you the back. It can be used both ways.
Oh, that's gorgeous.
And let me just tell you this, that these quilts don't necessarily mean they're for a bed. All right, these are works of art. So I could see this in somebody's office or hanging proudly in your home. And we always put a sleeve or a pocket that you can do that hanging with if you would like to hang this as a piece of art. American art history, instead of using it on a bed. But it'll make an awesome bed quilt too. So that's up to you. However,
gorgeous.
You buy it, you do whatever you want with it. So this is one of 2 quilts that's up for auction starting today. Now, these 2 quilts will be up for auction for the whole duration of our auction. So I don't want this just to be up for 24 hours. I want this to be seen and shared. Share this, please. Tell people about this auction so we can raise as much money for these heroes to keep adding to our total for a bike. All right? So this is quilt number 1 or 2, depending on where that goes. So Nickel grabbed those. And then, of course, you've all seen this. This is the one behind me. This is Lisa's quilt. This is mine. This isn't going anywhere. I put the little anchors in mine. So this is the one that we're going to give away on auction that I've made. So it's sideways right now, but that's okay. Or here we go.
Here we go.
Yep, here we go. This is it. It's got this wonderful orange peel pattern in. It has a wonderful star back and this fun striped binding. Isn't that awesome? So this will be up for auction as well. And you have a week to bid on those.
I love it.
Yes, right?
I love it. I feel a little like Vanna White up here.
Yeah, I know. You do a good job. Okay.
Thank you, sir.
So I hope I got all those details. Jess ain't over here telling me. So it must be good. All right, so let's go with some of the items that we have right here in front. All right, so these I want to show first because they're the littlest items.
Oh, can you see those okay?
Kaylee, I believe, has pictures of everything. So, you know, we can show you this, but she'll pop up the items nice and clear for you. So these are earrings that someone has hand beaded in like patriotic designs.
Wow.
So this is from Sheila. She donated these last September. She met me at the grand opening, and she felt that she wanted to contribute to our auction.
That is so cool. Thank you, Sheila, for doing that. These are really amazing.
Right, and I don't know what days these items will appear, but 1 or 2 each day throughout the whole next week. So make sure you always go back to our YouTube channel. Yes, wait, that's what I gotta do. Okay.
Oh.
So, during the auction, this is how you are going to bid. It just hit me, okay? So, we are not bidding on this live feed right now, all right? The bidding will go on the videos for each auction item. And in the feed for the video or the comment section for that video, when you look for it on YouTube, will be a place for you to put your comments. Well, that's where you're going to bid. You're going to say, all right, and make sure if you don't have a real name to your Facebook account or wherever you is, that we kind of know that, just give us your first name if it's not obvious that it's your first name, and just say, put your bid in. And then when the auction is over, we will be contacting you to get your payment and your shipping information, and we will get these items to you. So you will do all your bidding on those YouTube video comment sections. And if you have any problems with that, first go ask some young person or you can contact us and figure out what you need to do. But pretty much anybody who's ever watched YouTube knows how to comment on there and place your bids that way. So that's how the bidding works.
Good.
We figured that was the easiest, and we'll see how it goes. If it's not, we won't use that method again, but that's what we're doing for now.
We're doing what we can, and note to self.
Okay, so we
did some really great items here.
We did the earrings. We have several barn signs that are kind of painted patriotic, and we have 2 of them. This is a small one, 12 inches, from Wendy Nystrom. She graciously donated this one and the one you just had. Where was that one?
Oh,
that one.
Right here. This is stunning.
Yes. These all are beautiful. Whether you keep them indoors or outdoors, they can go anywhere. So thank you, Wendy, for donating those.
Thank you, Wendy.
Yes, isn't she awesome?
Very.
Okay. All right. Now this is, I think during the video, it took me like 15 minutes to show all the items that are in this box. So this is a Canadian quilter. Rachel has donated all kinds of quilty goodness in here. Multiple scissors and fabrics and all kinds of stuff. I'm not going to show you them now, but in the video we show you every item that's in this box that Rachel donated us that any quilter would absolutely love to have. And it's heavy. Did you see me struggle with that?
Nick just whisked right in.
Yes, with his
Look at this
injured shoulder. All right, now this one is from Carla Picknicky. Or Pickhicky, or we love you, Carla. I know you're really good. So she is from Iowa, and she has painted this for us.
Hand painted.
What are you laughing at?
We do our best.
Yeah, we do our best. We're not professionals. I'm a quilter, and you're a fundraiser, right?
Right. I'm a normal Joe, average Joe.
Yes, we're not. This isn't our full-time gig.
No.
This is just how we do things. All right, and then we have several donations of longer burger baskets. So how cool is this for your 4th of July picnic parties?
Oh man,
I want that.
Totally,
I'm gonna be because I could see like a centerpiece, like flowers in there.
Yes.
Yeah, or my red, white, blue fabric. And there's a liner in these, and I explain everything in the videos.
I can see my wine bottles in here.
Of course,
just
to your next excursion, right? All right, Susan Glenn, this is yours as well. So you won one of our Starlight Gathering charm packs.
Awesome.
Okay, now, quickly, Jess has put together like several of these curated baskets. So they have all kinds of things in them. They have our Hogs for Hero patches. Did you get any of those?
No.
Okay, I'll make sure I'll give you some of them. But
I had no idea such a thing existed. Thank you.
And yeah, so we let them purchase them for more to raise more money. You have a special tie-dye bundle in here of Tyler's wool that he just did. So there's a lot of things in here that I'll let you watch the video for as well. So yeah, I'll get you a couple of those.
And so people can put those on the quilts they made?
Yeah, on the quilts they made.
That's beautiful.
Or for the bikers to put on their vest, right?
There you go.
Right? All right, what we got here. So these are from Amy and Nick McDonald. They donated a couple of these laser cut plaques or
burnt wood is
burnt
that?
wood, yeah, laser cut. Isn't that awesome?
Very. Wow.
Yes. Super cool. And then we have that one right there as well. So look for these items all this next week coming up for sale.
And these handcrafted pieces
are right?
just amazing.
Yeah, and this was made by somebody at in Fond du Lac, I believe, because I bought this at the Open Road Harley Davidson because I thought somebody with a motorcycle would love this.
Somebody, meaning myself, would love that.
Oh, yeah. All right, I think I went through, like I said, there's several of those other baskets that I don't want to go through them all, but we got a ton of them. But that's kind of the gist of what we have for auction next week. So please, please, please don't let me down. I know you won't. I bet you're all going through your stash right now trying to find scraps for this.
You can do this. I cannot, but you can do this.
All right, quilt bidding is open until May 2nd.
May 2nd.
For the quilts. All right, so it starts at 2 o'clock today, and it's open till May 2nd at the end. And she has 8 a.m. Central Standard Time, so don't wait till the last minute. Or be there at the last minute to make sure you get it. I guess we need a cutoff, right, to see who wins. All the other items are open for 24 hours after the video is released.
Okay.
See, they know all the details. I don't. And they were released at 8 a.m. and noon each day. So is there always 2 a day or sometimes only 1?
Saturday and Sunday are the only days with 1 item.
All right. So during the week, two items a day. On Saturday and Sunday, just 1. Okay. A. O'Connor. She says, I can't wait to spend my husband's money. I think she needs a prize.
She does, for sure.
She needs a prize as well. All right.
Oh, that's
Spend away, Miss O'Connor. All right, so I have a couple more prizes to give away. Let me just read make some comments here so I make sure I got all my other things wrapped up. Okay, just the thing at the end that we need to show them. All right, thank you so much for coming.
Oh, thanks for having me.
I know, it's always better when she's on.
Thanks for being on this road with us. I mean, it is just such a beautiful and healing experience, and it does all of our hearts a whole lot of good.
It does.
Right?
It makes you feel good when you make a block or you make a quilt or you make a donation. If you maybe your schedule is too hectic, you work too much, whatever. However you can help us, we appreciate it. And remember, I find this, the more I give, somehow the more I get back. And that's not the reason I give. No. But boy, it sure is cool when it happens.
And isn't it a better thing to fill your heart with love than not?
Yes.
And, you
sleep really good at night.
I do, actually.
I bet you do.
I do. Yeah. It is a privilege to be able to impact another's life so positively. And, whatever it is, big or small, it does make a difference.
Yeah, and you may have your own thing that you do, and that's fine.
Yeah.
But
and thank heavens you do.
I'm hoping you can find it in your heart to send me one of these blocks, though.
Yeah. Please. Please. I know the plan.
Let's see.
If
it's my plan, I need about 20 times a lot, like 600 blocks. Like 600 I need.
Woo! All right, you guys.
I promise to keep sewing some.
Get at it.
The address that they need to send it to is on the download.
Okay.
Perfect.
Right. So Jessica said, if you didn't hear that, I just want to make sure, is that when you get the download, if you want to just pop that in an envelope and send it to our address, which is down here on the bottom, 8567 South Loop Road. So there it is. And we will get them made as fast as they come into quilts.
How about a prize for the first one that gets here?
Ooh.
Oh, okay. Nick says the first person who we get a block from gets a prize. Are you going to pick the prize? Don't tell them what it is, but you go find something awesome to give to somebody.
I can't give them a picture of me.
They don't want a picture of you. All right, so how many more prize winners you got?
I can pick one. I don't have any other ones, but I can pick one.
Pick one awesome one for this Fat Eighth bundle that we have here. We'll give that one away.
Yeah, that's a big bundle.
Yeah.
Look at this cute little fabric
it's
ribbon.
All cool stuff, right?
Shelly Travis.
Shelly Travis, please send us your address. Store at primitivegatherings.us, not .com, .us. All right, so that's all we have for you today. Thanks for hanging out with us. I hope you feel the passion that this woman has for this, as me as well. Like I said, I absolutely love it, and I can't wait for it all to happen. It can't come fast enough. I don't want to wish my life away, but I can't wait for this summer for this to happen. So Kaylee has made you a little video at the end about some of the giftings and some photos and some video photos of some of the veterans getting bikes. So I hope you stick around and enjoy that clip, and then get in your sewing rooms and stitch your brains out.
And at 2 o'clock.
2 o'clock. Download will be live. So go find those scraps right now, red, white, and blue.
And at 2 o'clock, the quilts are on.
2 o'clock quilt auction as well.
I'm in that. I'm in it to win it. Yes.
All right. I don't need a bid on that one because I have a couple of those. All right.
I do not.
Okay, everyone. Thank you. You are awesome. Be
Thank
awesome
you.
today.
Go
Thank
make a
you
difference.
so much. Yep.
Go make a
Bye now,
difference.
everyone.
It's not so much the bike, as cool as that is. It's getting introduced to all these guys who have similar experiences to me, who understand me. I can get out of my funk and live life again.
We've had a lifelong respect of the military and veterans, and we were reading about how the beneficial effects of riding on PTSD, especially for veterans. We thought if we could raise enough money to buy a bike for a veteran, we'd be thrilled. And now we're here today doing our 18th bike.
Hogs.
If us being able to give someone a tool, such as a motorcycle in our case, can make that rough road a little smoother, then we've done good work.
What would you like to see the general public understand about the sacrifices that these guys go through?
They did it because they love this country. You know, they're all volunteers. You know, if we don't take care of our veterans, we're not going to have a strong military.
As Americans who lead very comfortable lives, we need to know what other people are doing for us and what they're dealing with when they come home.
Clearly, Rick rose to the top. He's somebody who's served his country. He's had some struggles and some challenges, and he has a passion for motorcycling, and we wanted to put him back on the road.
You're the first recipient. This is your hog.
Yes, sir.
What was it like when you got it?
Blown away. Hogs for Heroes doesn't just gift a bike. They gift the two wheels, the peace and tranquility that the veteran receives when they're on the bike, behind the handlebars, going down the road. They are able to rejoin a community of like-minded veteran motorcyclists.
Makes me a better husband, it makes me a better father. It's a brotherhood. It's closer than most families.
What do you want the nation on this Memorial Day to realize and to remember about those individuals who gave so much?
They did it because they love this country. They're all volunteers. Some give the ultimate sacrifice. Sometimes you feel unworthy of things like this because you're here. And a little guilty.
I was involved in an IED incident. There were 5 Marines in the vehicle. I was the only one to survive. We're going to use these to remember all of our lost brothers and sisters every Memorial Day that we have the opportunity to.